Shalom. First of all, I'd like to give all glory and honor to Yahweh, Shem Yahushai, Shem Rakakadash. Double honor to teachers, elders, and the boss of great millstone, likewise, brothers putting on the truth, faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep unto you, brothers and sisters that are tuning in. Shalom. Today's lesson's title: Beware of the Crusader, Edomite. Let's take a look at that word Crusader in the ordinary dictionary, and we're going to look at the second meaning here. And it reads, a person who campaigns vigorously for political, social, or religious change. A campaigner. Okay? And we're talking about these low-level Edomites, the everyday Edomites that you Jakes interact with. Okay? And you're not interacting with them, while being in wisdom like the men of the Lord are doing, because we don't trust our enemy. Now I'm going to play a series of clips, okay, from a movie that I watched recently called Free State of Jones. And you will see in this how this Edomite used, okay, the desperation, okay, and the willingness to join hands with the enemy, of these Jakes back in this era, a couple hundred years ago, before, slavery was abolished here in Great Babylon, America. And what ended up happening to them, because these people are not your friends. So I'm going to play a short clip here, because understand this, Jake. This is what happens when you join hands with these people. And in this case here, this man actually told us, Jake, what will happen to him if he goes out to do what an Edomite would do when they feel that they've been wronged.
I'm going with you, Moses.
It's only help I need right here.
I'm going with you. They'll arrest me. They'll kill you.
And as you saw in that clip, okay, that is the truth. And that is the same truth to us today. Let's start off with a scripture here before I go further into some other clips here. This is the book of Isaiah 30, and verse 1, it reads, woe to the rebellious assurance, said the Lord Yahweh Shemashai, that take counsel, but not of me, and I cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. Because as long as you interact or engage with these Edomites in their ways, we got Thanksgiving coming up, you got Christmas coming up. Yes, a lot of people don't know, but the ominous danger, okay, of the president-elect Trump, what he's going to do. Think in terms of this, okay? You so-called Latinos out there, you voted for this man. You so-called blacks out there, you voted for this man. Yes, so this man is telling you that he's coming after people that looks just like you. Okay? Sit on that for a minute. It says, could that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked in my mouth to strengthen himself in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Let's take a look at that word shadow, okay? And let's look at the second one, okay? It reads, used in reference to proximity, ominous, oppressiveness, or sadness and gloom, okay? Which Great Babylon, America can be described as an oppressive, okay, ominous place, okay, sad for us, okay, and it's very gloomy. This is not a place of bright sunshine for the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, or so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latino, okay? So the end results of trusting into the Pharaoh of Egypt, which is these modern day politicians or these modern day leaders, is going to be nothing but what? Sadness. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. Now you think that you're walking hand in hand with these people, and these people have your best interest. Keep in mind, okay, what I said about the meaning of Crusader, okay? They're doing it for a social, okay, or political gain, okay? So these Edomites, when they join hand, let's say, for example, when we go back to the 60s with the civil rights movement, because, everything is like a 180. It goes right back over and over and over. You see these Edomites hand in hand, okay, walking in the crowd here, okay, with these Jakes who are, we demand voting rights now, okay? And as you're going to see in this clip that I'm going to play, okay, look what happened to the Jakes them, the thing that they were going to stand with these Crusaders and believe that some way, somehow, that they were equal in the eyes of the people that was looking for a change, okay? Because what you have here is a civil war that's brewing that's supposedly going to be ending slavery, but in reality, this has nothing to do, okay, with freeing the slaves, because we are still in bondage here in Great Babylon, America. So I'm going to play this clip here, and I want you to watch, you know, how this Edomite led these Jakes down a very, very, very dangerous path that eventually cost them, you know, their lives.
Let me explain something to you. These men are here to vote. And they mind dying a whole lot less than you do. Let's see if I can find any.
And as you saw in that clip, what did he say? He spoke for them and saying that, you know, they're willing to die. Die for what? Okay? So they were in a room full of these racist, you know, former slave owners, okay, poachers of so-called black men who did not want anything to do with them. And they gave them a chance to just leave, but they didn't, because, you know, Jake them, you know, they felt like they were a little bit safe with this doggone Crusader. You know, you have other Edomites with them, similar to when you go into the 60s and you can see how, you know, amongst, you know, these, you know, our leaders, okay, and when I call them our leaders, I mean these were ones who were representing Yasharala at that time, you know, joining hand in hand with them. Look at this. Look at this. So this tells you that basically, you know, Esau, when he has an agenda and he's, you know, it's like the fox trying to get into the chicken coop, you know, they're going to use a lot of slick ways in how to do it. And this is because our people don't understand who they are. So the question is, Jake, who are you really? Because we understand who we are. When we go to the book of Deuteronomy 7 and 6, it reads, "For thou art a holy people unto the Lord Yahweh Shemai Shai. The Lord, thy power, had chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, and above all people that are upon the face of the earth." So you have to truly believe that, first of all, you're a Hebrew Israelite, and two, you're above all the people on this earth. 18 tribes created, we are number one, Yahshua, the Prince of the Power. Okay? So there's no need for you to bow down or try to get good with a king that's only temporary, or a queendom that's temporary. Okay? The scripture made it very clear, Psalms 146 and 3. "Put not your trust in princes, nor in the Son of Man, in whom there's no help." There's no help. The Son of Man, or these politicians, or these Edomites, they can't help you. You know, and what you, Jake, are going to see real soon is you're going to see Trump disappoints these Edomites, you know, next year, starting next year. You know, they're going to rise up, and they're going to be going on this crusade of, we need to overthrow the government, or we need to make changes, or create our own state or our own country. And they're going to have you, Jakes, joining with them. That's the reason why you see they're so friendly with you when it's time to vote. "Oh, you're voting for Trump. Oh, good." And they smile in your face. They're not looking at you as one of them. Okay? But if your stupidity is going to make that number count, then so be it. As you saw at the conclusion of that clip, when you seen, the numbers didn't matter. Okay? The vote didn't matter, because from way back then, they were selecting who was going to run Great Babylon, America. It's not an election. That is something that they give to the peasants, okay? These low-level buck-teeth Edomite, okay? And you hard-headed, stubborn Hebrew Israelites who choose to continue to follow, okay, after, you know, the shadow of Egypt. Let's go to the book of Proverbs 1:16 and 5. And it reads, "Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord Yahweh Shemai Shai. Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished." Now, these Edomites are going to get punished because they are proud. But if you're a Jake that's joining with them, then you have a proud mind also too. Okay? Because here you are not obeying what has been told to you, which is what? Don't follow the ways of these heathens. Okay? Don't celebrate any of their special occasions or holidays. You know, don't eat the abominable food. And yet still you just say, well, screw it. You know, they have a medicine to cure me. You know, I've grown up my entire life looking at sweet loving Jesus on the wall and the old crack of God up in the sky with the little fairies flying around him. You know, show me proof that, you know, the Most High is a so-called black man and all the other stuff, which is in the scripture. But hey, you know, you're proud because you don't know who you really are. Okay, let's go to 2nd Ezra, because part of that judgment the Lord is going to be bringing on these Edomites is going to be that separation. That separation. Okay, that separation. Now, when you take a look at this man, you know, in this movie, and it was the actor Matthew McConaughey who played the part of this anti-Confederate rebellion leader Newton Knight. And you might say to yourself, like, okay, well, we know the Confederate people from the South were more into slavery. He was anti-Confederate. Hey, don't be fooled by these doggone Edomite who goes, well, I see only one color, or I don't believe in separation. We're supposed to be separated from them. They're a base of men, the 18th of all the 18 tribes, meaning they're last, the ones that the Lord despises. Okay, so their words means absolutely not a doggone thing when they speak about I don't see you as less than me. I don't care, because I see you as less than me. I see every crack on this doggone earth less than me. That's exactly how I view them. You're a base. You're vile. You're a caveman. You're an abomination. Okay? The word equal should never come out of the mouth of these doggone abomination towards Yasharala, any citizen of Yasharala, or any member of Yasharala, which is a so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latino. This is 2nd Ezra 15 and 16. It reads, for there should be sedition amongst men, and invading one another. They should not regard their kings nor princes, and the cause of their actions should stand in power. You Jake's going to join these clowns. This is what happens with these Jake when they join this man. They join him in battle, okay? They join him in battle on his ideology, okay? And let's show you what happened at the conclusion of it. See, because this cracker, he actually ended up surviving all of it. But here's what happened, okay? Take a look. And as you saw, these Edomites went on a killing spree of Jakes. But where was their Crusader? Notice he did not get judged in that way. Jakes got judged in that way. The opening clip, this man said, they will kill you, they will arrest me. Same as today. We don't see that today when the cops pull up. They will come and tell the Edomite, calm down, calm down. But 10 squad cars will pull up for one little nigger, and they will open up fire if he even sneezes. They're not there to arrest, they're there to kill you. And this is what is going to happen when you doggone Hebrew Israelites join up with these doggone Crusader mentality type Edomites, these low-level Edomites who's not getting what they want. They want you to die along with them in trying to achieve their end results, their social status here. They want that social status back. So you're going to join them, and it's going to end up being in debt. And that's why I was telling you to watch out for them. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus 12 and 11. Because this is how they're going to come to you. Okay? Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, which this can come from the kings too. But we're talking about the Edomites that you deal with, okay? On the low level. Beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou had wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust had not been altogether wiped away. Because again, once these Edomite have done using you, okay, again, during this sedition that's going on, a lot of them, they're going to just get arrested. mildly, put down, but in reality, they're not. The opposition is not going to show any mercy on the so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos. They're not looking at the fact that you're up in uproar with your rights. And these Edomites are going to go charging them with guns. This is what these jakes did with this doggone character here, Newton Knight. And what came out of it? Not a damn thing except just a lot of death of Hebrew Israelites, okay, particularly the Negro. So just watch out, because you're gonna see real soon a lot of Edomites are gonna be on a crusade, okay, and they're gonna make you think that you being an American, that you have to join with them, and then you're gonna have a seat at their table. Why would you want to have a seat at the table, okay, of a set of people that are going to be going to 1,000 years of slavery under us, okay, and then wiped out of existence? Think about it, Jake. Lord will indeed, that was edified at the close of by giving all glory and honor to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahushai by Hashem, Kakadash, Shalom.